I hate that we're here to talk about this, but I feel like we should. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I hate the topic. I hate today's topic. I hate the fact that it has to do with a 12-year-old. I hate everything about this story. But I feel like Nigeria, people don't learn. Things don't get done. Schools don't learn. Especially schools. Like, imagine trusting your child. Trusting your child, the life of your child, to a school, and then hear a story like this. We're talking about the Chrisland School story. The 12-year-old that slumped and died according to them. According to the school, she just slumped and died. And this is the same school also that they've had so many scandals in the past. That's the same school that a girl was basically having sex with. So, a boy, it was just one person, but I mean, they say it was multiple people, and they were just filming it, and it was very casual with them, and they were on a trip that's supposed to be a supervised trip. And this was happening, and now this same story, and I know there was another time there was a rape story as well. This same school, and then why do you think parents are still leaving their kids in a school like this? Because for me, as a parent, first scandal
is enough.
First scandal, and thinking, schools are not finished in Nigeria.
The truth is that a lot of parents are, let me not say negligent, but they are.
It's like it will never happen to me.
Yes, you feel like your own is different. You judge other parents. You feel like maybe that girl that was doing that thing is because her parents did not train her right.
Yes.
The one that was raped, you say, who knows? The one that was raped by a teacher or so, something like that.
Yeah.
You say, who knows what the real story is? It might not be the way. These children of nowadays. Yeah. So that's what happens with a lot of people. Even this woman's story now will not deter people. Some people will say
crazy.
maybe the girl even had one
thing maybe she had a sickness they don't know about.
So
let's summarize the story anyways. I think we're ahead.
Yeah. So the story is about this lady or about this young girl that, her mother dropped her. I don't know how she got to school anyway.
Apparently school bus, because she said she called the school bus to ask if they dropped her in school.
Yeah, so the school bus, took them to the stadium, and she herself made it a point to go to the stadium early, because the last year the daughter had complained that she didn't come early, she didn't see her match and all of that. So the mother was there early enough, and she watched all the all the matches or whatever, and she did not see her child. So the child did not match, right? Yeah. And then when she went to look for her child, she saw an ambulance or a bus that sped past. And she was even wondering, why are you speeding like this when children are around? And then she went to look for her child, and she heard that a child had slumped and had fainted, and they had just carried the child away, a girl away. And she said she was like worried about she was just like, oh, why did it happen? Basically, she didn't know it was her child. That's basically she didn't know it was her child until she asked further, and one of the students told her that it was her
girl's
child.
Name was her child's name.
Basically. So she asked the teacher she asked the head teacher or principal where the child was taken to, and they told her one central hospital. She tried to locate the place. It wasn't easy to locate.
Nobody knew the hospital.
Yeah, it was basically.
And later we found out that actually that was an immunization center.
Not a hospital. Okay. And then when she got there, her child was already dead. And her child's lips had already turned black. The tongue was already black, and her medical report states she was dead on arrival. So it wasn't like she died in the hospital.
Told her it might be cardiac arrest.
Exactly. And she's saying that this child is just 12 years old,
very
no
healthy.
Pre-existing conditions, and why is it one cardiac arrest that's going to kill the child? Even with adults, sometimes they have cardiac arrest and they are, in a coma, or they resuscitate them or whatever. So why would a healthy teenager, no, it's not even yet a teenager, but why would a healthy young child like that die from one cardiac arrest? The child's body was drenched in water. So basically, that's not even the end of it. The end of it is that the school had no medical staff on ground, no first aid at all.
I don't even understand how you do inter-house sports as a school. There's normally an ambulance inside. They'll have normal first aid. They'll have a nurse. Sometimes they don't have a doctor, but they have a nurse. They will shall make efforts.
Yes.
This school did not make any efforts whatsoever, because we don't know what happened to this girl. I don't believe in cardiac arrest. Whatever it is that happened, right? If there was a doctor on ground that might have started something, started give her this, put oxygen, whatever it takes, right?
Even do CPR.
It might be a different story. But now you don't know how it could have turned out, because the girl was not given any opportunity or any chance to even fight for her life.
Yeah, and not only was she not given chance to fight for her life, we don't know the type of crooked first aid other students or whoever was there
Yeah.
tried to give her.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, they're trying to help.
They were trying to pour water on her.
Yeah, but you don't know whether that water now choked her. You don't know whether something. You don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know.
You just don't know. So, and many people are not even trained. Many lay normal people, even students, I mean, are not trained in first aid. So you don't even know what they try to do.
Me personally, I wouldn't even know what to do. I know what to do when a baby is choking, because that one
you have to learn those ones.
I learned it because I have kids.
Mm-hmm. So you don't even know what they try to do that might have even compounded things or even made things worse.
Yeah.
You know, but you can't even blame them because they were trying to help. The people that are supposed to be there are supposed to be trained staff that will help in this kind of situation, and they were not there. And for me, it's just like, how stupid can a school be to not, because mind you, casualties will always happen everywhere. You cannot prevent
inter-house
death.
sports, people faint.
Exactly.
A lot happens during inter-house sports.
It doesn't even mean that because you had the personnel there that the child will not
yes
feel, it doesn't
things
mean
will
that
happen. So you're supposed to have people on ground to like try to work on these kids as things are happening to them,
or at least even say that, from your own part you did all you did, to ensure that this child was was saved, but it was out of your hands. And my question again is, when a school is having multiple scandals like this, where are the authorities? Forget that even parents are even still leaving their kids there, because it couldn't be me. Like, after the first one, there's no need to even wait for the second one.
After the first rumor, even without proof, there's
no point for the second one. It's not like schools are scarce or anything.
My kids are out.
But what of the authorities that are seeing all these things in the news? Why have they not closed down that school? Why have they not gone there? It's almost like they
I can bet you that this school will continue.
It will continue. Some saying that
today that is Monday. I can bet you that students are there in school.
Yeah,
it's so crazy. Who is the owner of this school?
I don't know. It's possible somebody up there.
I don't know, because it doesn't make sense that schools, especially all these Lagos schools, they will keep having scandals upon scandals, and then nothing is being done about it. And again, but for me, from a personal perspective, I will always blame the parents that still leave their kids in schools like this. Because like I said, whenever we have conversations about school, right, we say things like, our kids go to the same school. So I remember I always say things like, even though, I don't like this about the school, I don't like sometimes the way they communicate to parents, their method of communication, just basic things like that, right? I keep saying that once it has to do with my child or a student,
yes,
my kids are out.
In fact, we always say that the reason why our kids are still in that school is because they have good teachers.
Yeah, they have good teachers, and nothing bad has ever happened to the kids personally. Everything I complain about is mostly admin problem.
Yes,
just admins that don't want to have sense. Basically, it's just admin problem.
Interaction with them.
Yes, we're not here we're not here for them today. But basically, right, there are things that you can swallow in school. There are things that you can let go, just like in your personal relationship with people. It's almost like saying, if your husband does this, you're okay with it, but the moment he beats you, I'm gone.
Exactly.
Because that's that line. That's that line. Or the moment he beats, like, your kid. Imagine your husband beating your daughter so much, your daughter's teeth falls off or faint. Do you understand? You're still married to the man.
Exactly.
Do you get what I mean? So sometimes it doesn't have to happen to you for you to make that decision to remove both you and your loved ones from that situation. Yeah, because now it's like what you said, because it never really happened to them. They'll find excuses.
Yes, and parents need to even be the ones. It's parents that can actually even push the government or whatever to even do something. If parents are quiet and even beg them,
every parent in that school just withdraws their
child.
Or even if it's 50 or 60%, you think they won't feel it?
Because it's possible parents will be there, so even trying to beg the authorities not to do anything, so that children will just finish. Let my child just finish from this school. And you don't know, because in her own, when she was narrating her story, it did not still occur to her that it might be her child until the guy told her that it is your child.
That thing, like,
it's almost like it can't happen to me. It can't be me. It can't be me.
Yeah.
You don't want it to happen to you.
I'm so sorry that happened to her. It's such a sad thing. Like, I can't even bear this kind of loss. God forbid.
I can't even imagine what she's going through.
This is the worst thing that can happen to me in my whole life. The absolute worst thing that can happen. So I can't even imagine what she's going through.
Exactly. Like, and this is not even just, this is a child that you've formed bonds with. Like, it's a child that a child that you are hoping, my child is now in, is this secondary school now, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's secondary school, so you're not thinking, I can't wait for you to finish, so you enter uni, so we can do things, and then you left just cut short for no reason. My
own is that the saddest part will still remain the fact that the school will go free. Nigeria.
Now the school will go free.
Nothing will happen.
I don't know what parents need to do. I don't know who is going to do anything about it. But
I don't even think it's just, it's parents.
Yeah.
It's more like people Imagine if
Yes.
every parent in that school says, like, we must sue this school. We're doing this one. Like, and come together, support this woman and support the family and all fight this fight together.
Yeah.
Them against the school. Trust me.
For me, I
something
think,
good will come out of it at least.
Yeah.
But no, Nigerians are cowards.
yeah,
Sha.
that's my cows now. That see, you'll be surprised that when parents go to visit her, they will tell her, "Don't worry, this one, that school cannot go scot-free." When they go back to the school, they will tell the principal,
See what you're saying. Yes.
You need to be careful with this one.
True.
And I know somewhere, I have someone that I'll talk to. The person will make sure this thing does not go anywhere. That kind
True.
of thing. I have a lawyer. Like some
Very
parents should be
true.
the ones that will even hold that school
Very,
together.
very true.
So, but for me, what I wish would happen is that first of all, the authorities need to step in, and if it's verified that they did not have any first aid, whatever, they need to be fined heavily, because I feel like is there no governing body for schools that require some certain things to be in place for you to be a school? Like first aid is like a no-brainer.
Do you know what it's like? It's like all the schools that used to take their students for swimming. It's like going without a swim instructor. You just carry
no
the
swim
teachers.
safeties.
Yeah, you just carry teachers and children enter water. No swim
Yes.
instructor. That's exactly what it's like.
Exactly.
And schools are penalized for that.
For
That you
that.
can't even try that shit in so many other countries. Only this Nigeria that we found ourselves inside.
So I wish that they should be penalized heavily. Like the kind of fine that they cannot finish paying. Those kind of fine that
500 million.
You can't finish paying it. Like you have to close down. You have to go
Of
bankrupt.
course.
Yeah, that's the kind of fine that they should be
1 billion
fined.
safe.
Yeah. Then 2, parents should stand up and protest
Parents
and
need to always come together.
Yes.
Trust me, when it comes
Withdraw
to your
all your
kids in
kids.
school, it's you against the school. The school, they are a business.
Exactly.
Even if you be friends with the owner of the school, he don't give a shit about you or your child.
Let's happen to your child when you know that they don't care
They
about you.
don't give a shit. It's you. It's we parents against the school.
Do you know?
You're supposed to work together to make the experience good for your children.
your children, exactly.
Your children are the important. Kids are the important factors here.
Yeah.
It's not the school. It's not even the
It's
parents.
not even parents. Yeah.
School is just a business.
Uh-huh.
Trust me, they are not teaching your child because they love your child. They are teaching your child because of the money
They
you're
want to
giving
make money,
them.
yeah. And the funny thing is that even if, like, when they said it was a teacher that raped the child or whatever, just know that the school is first of all concerned about covering their own
Of course.
ass. That is
Of
what
course.
they're concerned
That's
about.
why they're not saying anything in this situation.
So no matter how they feel bad for you or there's human beings, they don't care.
They don't want to lose their
They don't
students.
want to lose their students. They
The
don't want to lose
money.
their schools. Yeah, so they're going to be focused more on covering their self. They're going to look for the best lawyers they can hire. With that school fees you are paying, they use and hire the best lawyers that they can hire to help remove them from this situation. Okay, bribe whoever they can bribe, because again, it's because they're in business. And then another thing I wish will happen is that this lady should actually sue that school, like sue them for everything they have. Sue them, sue the teacher, sue the parents, sue everybody that you can sue. But again, we're in a country where we can only talk. I don't know whether
The school might be shocked now. I'm not saying that she would do it, but some people now in this situation, so school will now come offer them 10 million. They'll collect and move on.
And
They'll be like, oh, it's better than nothing.
she's already saying that she doesn't want to open up her child and do autopsy, and I'm like, okay. It's your child. It's your child.
Nobody can tell you.
Yeah, but at the
A
end of the
dead child
day,
is a dead child. Find the reason and give yourself peace of mind. In fact, like I saw some comment and say, oh, what if there's an underlying disease you don't know about or something?
Then
just
know about
find,
it.
because
Yeah.
what if it will affect your other kids as well?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
just
I
do whatever
I
you
don't
can.
even think you want to go through life just wondering what happened.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't
That's
just
why
want to-
people like closure. That's why people like to know. It's not because they will bring back the dead or anything, but it gives you that peace of mind knowing that, okay, it's not something you could have done differently. There's nothing you could have done differently. It's not, the school. It's not this. It's just,
And there's nobody at fault.
yes, exactly. Like it's not the school. It's just the will of God or
God,
something.
yeah.
So, but that's just us, Sha. You guys, what do you think about this whole situation? What do you think about this whole story? Because to me, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I will not be there to be fooled twice.
Yeah.
Never. But let us know what you think.
Yeah. See you in our next video. Bye.